Hey guys, welcome to Code Spy. So in this video, we are going to talk about our new topic related to Spring AI, that is prompts. So what is prompt? So prompt is a kind of input which is used to guide your AI models to generate a structured or a specific output. So to understand this in better way, we can take an example and then we can understand. So for that, we can go to our editor and we can create a new mapping for prompts and then we can see how it works. So let me just copy paste this method. I can create a new method here, get prompts response, and I can type message, and I can create a new method in AI service to deal with prompts. So if we take example of our last video, there we discussed about function calling in Spring AI. So if you see this method, what are we doing here is whatever function name you are getting from here, you are passing to this string prompt message, and then you are passing that prompt message with some additional information to user message, and then finally you are passing your user message to prompt. Okay, this is one way to handle it. So if you see, like here you are passing some custom message like please respond with a JSON object. So whatever response this model is going to return, it will be in JSON format. We saw these things in our last video. So this is one way to handle, prompt. There is one more standard way to handle it. Let's see how can you do that. So for that, you can use prompt templates. Okay, using prompt templates, you can design your or define your templates, and you can pass that template to AI model. I want response in this format. So let's see how can you create prompt templates. So we can take example of this prompt as a so whatever city a user is going to enter, I have to return top 10 famous foods for that city. So how can you create a template for that? So let's see how can you create a template for that. String user text. For that you can use text blocks. So if you have seen my video on text block, then you know what I'm doing here. If you have not seen, then you can go and watch that video. Okay, so in user text I can type top 10 famous foods for that request whatever user is entering here. Okay, so what I'm doing here is, if you see, like here I'm passing tell me top 10 famous food in this request. This is a dynamic parameter which you are passing in your template, but you have to define these parameters in your prompt template, otherwise your AI model will not understand what type of parameter you are passing here. Okay, so for that we can define our prompt template. Okay, and here you can pass this text as a parameter. So now here you are using prompt template. Using that prompt template you will pass the final response, but you have registered your user text here. So now we need to create a message using this prompt template, and here I am going to pass this dynamic parameter whatever I passed in this user text. So I will pass that in form of map. So this is how I will create a message, and I will store this object in message reference. It should be of AI chat messages. So now our prompt template is ready. Using that prompt template we created our message. Now we will create our prompt object, and I will pass this message in that prompt object. Okay, so now our prompt is ready. Now we will call our AI model, and I will pass this prompt as an input, and AI model will return response as an output. Okay, so now our request is ready. So in this request we are going to accept a city name or a state name or a country name, and your AI model will return top 10 famous food for that specific area. So let's call this method and see what are we getting in the response. Okay, so I will call this method and I will pass this message here. Okay, we don't need this. So now our request is ready. Let's what happened? Okay, we have not saved it yet. Okay, so now our request is ready. If I run this application, so now our application is running. Let's go back to some testing tool. I am using Postman. So in Postman, I will use this request. So our data is, prompt is mapped on this prompt request, and in the parameter we are passing message, and in message we are passing city name like Kolkata. Okay, so if I hit this request, so if you see like it is giving you top 10 famous foods for that city: Kolkata biryani, kati rolls, fuchka, misti doi, blah blah blah. Okay, now if I enter some different city name here, Karnataka, so it is giving you top 10 foods for Karnataka. Okay, so this is how your template is defined, and it is giving you the response. So if you see here, like I am just passing a city name, and for that city name, using your prompt template, a request is going to your AI model, and it is returning the response. Okay, so if I open this AI service here, like we have defining our user text and tell me top 10 famous food in the request. So we have different types of prompt template on the basis of roles. So why I am talking about roles here? So actually in Spring AI, we have four types of roles. Okay, or in Spring AI for chat models, we have four types of roles. First is like user. So whatever user text you are passing here, this user text will be treated as a user role. Means like the data is coming from user, and AI model is going to return the response for that user role. Then we have another role is like system role. If you are assigning some work to AI system. So to understand, roles, we can go to the Spring AI docs, and there we can see like what type of roles we have. So we have this system role, then user role is there, then assistant role and function role. So as of now, if you see like whatever template we are defining, that template comes inside user role. Okay, and user role. So like whatever data is come, whatever request is coming from user, that will go in the user role. Similarly, like if you are guiding your AI models related to some functionality or system, that will come in system role. Similarly, we have assistant role and functions role. You can go through this talk to understand more about roles. So we can take an example of system role also, like how that system role works. So what are we doing here is whatever text you are passing, this is going as a user role to the Spring AI model. Okay, so if you want to restrict something, like you can define like return this response in JSON format, like these type of things. So if you see our last example, if you have seen our last video, so there we were defining this text like please respond with a JSON object in our user role only. So this is one way, but when you define these things in a system message, then it gets more priority. Okay, so AI model will take that as a more priority work, and it will train itself more faster than user role. Okay, so we can do this, we can create our another template for system role. So this is our user text. I can define another system text here, like here what I'm doing is saying is please don't send response if request is outside India. Okay, so if a user is asking for famous foods outside India, then in that case I am asking a system role or a system template to send a response, like in response should be in JSON format, and if in any city is not available, then return please Google it. And if a user is asking a response for outside India, then return, you can say this one, please Google it. Okay, we can remove this line. and finally we are saying that response should be in JSON format. So this is what you are telling as a system text. So for that also you have to create a template. So for this I want to use system template. I want to assist my AI models using system role. Okay, so for that I have to create a system template. So for that also we have a class like we can use system prompt template. Okay, and here you can pass this system text, and we need to pass this we need to create a message using this system prompt template. So we will use the same method which we used for user template dot get sorry create a message, and you need to pass, here we are using a dynamic parameter, so we need to pass this dynamic parameter value using map. So here I will use request and okay, and I will store this in system message object or message system message. Okay, and I will pass this system message to our prompt. Okay, so first this message is going to be your user message, which is coming from a user. Tell me top 10 famous food in this request. And this is system text which you are instructing your or guiding your AI model to like restrict the response. If like a response is going outside of India, then don't send a list of foods for that place. In that case, just return a response as please Google it. And you are storing this system text in your system prompt template. So for that the role is going to be your system, and it will get more priority, and whatever restrictions you are defining in the system text, AI is going to take it at a very priority level. And then we are creating a message using this system prompt template, and we are passing that system message to our prompt, and then we will call our AI chat model. So let's see, save it, and let's see the response. Okay, so now you are getting response in normal index format. If I hit this request again, then I should get the response in JSON format. So if you see, like, we are getting response in JSON format, top 10 foods like names are there. Now if I enter like something like London. Okay, so I should not get foods for this place. So you see, like, you are getting a message, please Google it, because this place does not comes in India. So now if I enter something else like USA, please Google it, because that does not comes in India. Again, if I enter like some Indian place, I should get response. Okay, so this is how your system roles are working. This is how whatever you have defined in your system text, uh, this is restricting your response, and this is how basically prompts work. So I hope you understood how prompts work, what type of roles we have, and if you like this video, then please subscribe my channel. See you in the next video. Till then, goodbye.